Now we start to create a new table in our database, because of already we remove the table from our database in the last class. That is the reason we want to create a new table. So first, which is the tool we want to use here? SQL Class. It is one of the tools which is help to work with the DML statement or DDL statements in SQL. Then here just double click on this, click on yes. Now here we can give the username and password. So here the username and password is this one. Now system is connected. So this respected tool is connected with our database. Okay, what is our database version? 11G version. Okay. So here now once we connected with our SQL Plus prompt, so what exactly first we are going to enter the keyword? We set the environment. We set the environment, right? So how we are going to set the environment? Already I told you why we want to set the environment. So without setting environment, we can't possible to understand which is the column data is coming, which column. Okay, because the rows and columns is giving the does not give the proper data. That is the reason we want to set the environment. So for setting environment, which is the keywords we want to use? Set pages, or first set lines. Set lines, I'm giving 150. Next, set pages 50. 50 records per page. Okay, then now we are going to execute a simple command which is retrieve the data. So here first of all we are going to clear the screen. Now I want to generate a file. I want to generate a file. So where we want to generate the file? This is your folder. Here I want to generate a file for your practice purpose. So for that we should on the spool on SQL 02 class or SQL class 02.txt. Now the file is created. So for your reference only, you no need to create a file for every practice. Okay, this is for your reference only. For your reference only I want to create a file. Okay, then now I want to create a new table. So how we are going to create the table? Can you tell me the syntax? So here observe this one. Now I want to execute a simple table, any one of the table for our done. This is the table is giving the proper information. Okay, now I want to create the table. So here we have two ways is there while going to execute the syntax. One is we can directly execute the syntax in SQL prompt. Another one is we can execute the SQL we can execute the commands in Notepad. So how we are going to execute the commands in Notepad? So here sometimes, so why we want to go for the Notepad means, suppose say example, create table name. Okay, std 10. Our table name is std10, or else std means student 10. So here we can give the column names. First column is serial number. It is a number. Okay, it is a number of 10. So here observe this one. I cannot possible to go back to change the table name. If you want to go back, you want to remove each and every character. Then only we can possible to change the table name. So that is the problem. We want to use a notepad. Just for using the notepad, you can use the edit. Ed means edit. Okay, just you can use the ed and enter. It will be open the notepad. It will be open the notepad. Here we can go to write it the as per our requirement, whatever it may be. So now I am going to all of you able to see that? Okay, then so here I want to create a new table. Create table. So here observe that if you want to go back, and will be possible to go back, right? But in SQL prompt we can't possible to. That is the reason. So create table, table name std10. Okay, and here we can give the columns. What are the columns we need to require? The first column as number, so which is applicable for as number. It is a number. It is a number. So how many characters we want to maintain, or how many digits? Okay, I want to maintain 5 digits. I want to maintain 5 digits. Let us. Next. So then we can go to give the comma S name. So S name is applicable for which data type? Char or varchar 2. So what is the difference? Char or varchar? So the way of means assigning the what is that? Associated the number respected data allocated is dynamic in varchar 2, but in char static. Allocation is static. That is the reason we want to prefer. Most of the people is prefer to varchar 2. Dynamic allocation is there. The next here I am going to give the next joining date. So for this purpose we can give the date. Is it necessary to give the size? No need to give. So because of it is a standard size, that is 7. The next, what is that? Contact number. Okay, phone number. It is number. The next, mail ID. Mail ID is varchar. Right. Varchar 2 of, suppose say example, every mail ID is having a length of character 30. That is the reason I occupy the 30. Finally we close the parenthesis. Once we close this one, now we are going to close this notepad. How we close this notepad? Just file, go to file. First you save this one and exit. Once we click on exit, the respected data which is we specify in notepad, the data will be reflected into the SQL prompt. Here let us check it. Automatically it will come. So now how we are going to execute this query? Okay, here I want to execute this syntax, means query. So how we execute this query? We should use the backslash. We should use the backslash and click on enter. Then now table is created. Same way. Okay, we don't have any change between this SQL prompt and notepad. You can use any one. We can possible to create the table. So now our table is available in our database. So how we can go to check it and how we can go to believe whether the table is created or not? While using description. We have a command is description. While using description, we can check it whether our table is created or not. Yes, our table successfully created in our database. Once the table is available, now we are going to clear the screen and start to insert the data in this table. Okay, so here we have a syntax. Then again in this DML we have 3 commands, right? In these 3 commands we have 2 methods is there while going to insert the data into database. Observe this one. System is very slow. So these are the commands already completed. Now we enter into the DML commands. So here it is used to handle the data in database objects, means nothing but a tables. These are non-auto commit commands. I will let you know, nothing to worry. Okay, why we want to treat as a non-auto commit commands for these DML statements. Next, these are the session independent. Session dependent. And here the first command is insert. Observe this one. It is used to insert the data into database objects, means tables. We can insert the data into tables in 2 methods. We have 2 methods. One is a direct method, another one is reference method. So direct method means directly we can insert the data into columns. A reference method means we can go to insert the columns, we insert the data into columns while using the ampersand. Ampersand here it is work like as a parameter. It work like as a parameter. Now I will show you how we are going to insert the data while using these 2 methods. Okay. Then let us open this. So here the first one is a direct method. Okay, direct method. So here insert into to which table you want to insert the data. std10. This is the table I want to insert the data, right? So here in this table how many columns we have? We have 5 columns, right? In that 5 columns I want to insert the data. So the first column S number, S name, joining date and phone number and mail ID. Okay, then here observe this one. Better to follow the naming standards, you can easily understand. Next, values. Okay, insert into this respected table. So here we can enter the data. What is the first number? Serial number or student number 1. Okay. Next, student name. So here student name is a number or character? Character. So here what happen means whenever we are going to insert any character, not a number, any character, you should specify within the quotation. Then only system is going to recognize it as a character. Why? Because system does not understand what is character and what is number. System always recognize it as a byte. Okay, byte will be going to allocate the character. So that is the reason whenever we are going to insert any data, if it is character, you should specify the column. If it is number, no need to require. Number directly it is recognized. But if it is character, you should maintain the colon between that character. Okay. So here the student name is a character. Okay. Now I am going to give the name is Alan. The first name is Alan. So next, then here we can give the joining date. This joining date, so date format. This date format is having number or character? Number. Both. Number as well as character. So that is the reason we should maintain the this one. So So in this direct method, so now the joining date is a combination of numbers and characters. Okay, here the system is accepted the date format is which is applicable for standard format. The standard format is, suppose say example 01 John 15. Okay, 01 John 15. Next we can give the phone number. The phone number is a number data type. That is the reason directly we can give the number 99100 100 and mail ID. It is a character. That is the reason we are giving this character Alan@gmail.com. Okay. Once it is completed, now we close this form. So very simple. Insert into table, which is the columns you want to give the values. Each and every column we can specify here, and we can give the values, and we can enter the values information. Once it is completed, now we are going to save this and exit. Now I want to execute this query. How we can execute? While using backslash. Very simple. One row is successfully created in our table, right? Now I want to check it whether this record is inserted or not. Whether this record is inserted or not. For that purpose, we are using DQL statement. DQL or DRL. So already we worked on this DQL or DRL. So DQL means data query language, or DRL means data retrieval language. Both are same. So we have only one command which are available in DRL. Okay. What is that command? Is select. This is the command. We have only one command. Okay. While using this command, we can possible to understand retrieve the data from the database. Okay. So here select star from the respected table. What is the table name? STD10. Now it is clearly show us the record is inserted or not. Right. So what is this star? So what is the star is indicate? How we are understand? Star means if you use the star, system is going to retrieve the all columns from the table. So how many columns in our table? We have 5 columns, right? These 5 columns automatically retrieve from the database while going to use the star symbol. Okay. Suppose I don't want to use the star. I want to see only a particular column. How we can go to understand that? So here we can select. I want to retrieve only serial number, student number or student name from STD10. From means to which table you want to retrieve the data. Right. So as per that, we are going to choose whether star or whether columns. Okay. If you go to use the star, system automatically defaultly retrieve the all columns from the table. Right. So in this method we are going to use. Suppose say example, I have a question. What is my question is, while using this command, we can insert the all columns data. Have you clear or not? While using this command, we can insert the all columns data. Now my question is, I want to insert only few columns data. I want to enter student number, student name and joining date. I don't want to enter the respected phone number and mail ID. So how we can go to do that? So in this point of time, we are going to give ed, remove that, insert into STD10. So what are the columns we want to give? Student number, student name, joining date. Okay. Then next, values. So what is the student number? Number 2, then Edward. Joining date is also coming from same quotation, then 01 February 15. Now close the parenthesis and close it. Control S will be save and close it. Now execute the above query. One row is created. Let us we check it whether it is inserted or not. Successfully inserted. So again here in direct method we have one more way is there. We have one more way is there. What is the way means? Each and every time is it necessary to give this all columns? So already the table is having these columns. We don't want to tell to the table. So these are the columns you want to give it. Okay. So here what is another way means? Here insert direct method. In direct method we have another way. Insert into table values. We don't want to specify the column names. Directly we can give the table name values. But here we must give the sequence. We should follow the sequence. We cannot possible to give the direct column name and specific column name value. We should follow the sequence. Sequence means in our table the first one is student number, student name, joining date, phone number, mail ID, right? That is the sequence is there. We cannot possible to give here without having that sequence. So the first one is student number. What is that? 3. And then here third one is name and joining date. Joining date is 01 March 15 and phone number. The phone number 9920099200 and mail ID. So it is a trust@gmail.com. So now observe this one. I am using a simple command which will be going to enter the all information. So now we save this one and close this one. Let us execute the query. What happened? One row is created. Select star from std1. Now observe this one. Okay. So in direct method we have two ways. One is we can specify the column names. Another one is without column names. Okay. In that first method we are going to possible to insert a proper columns and proper data. Suppose I want to insert student number, student name and joining date. In that first method we successfully insert only 3 columns data. In second method we are directly insert the all data. Right. In second method also I want to insert student and number and student name. We can check it whether it is possible or not. Let us go to ed insert into std10 values. What are the columns? Student number. I want to give student number and student name only. Student number and student name. Maris. Let us check it whether system is accepted or not. Okay. System does not accept it. So what is the error is going to show us? System clearly tell to us not enough values. Not enough values means how many columns we have? 5 columns. But how many values we enter? Only 2 values. So in this way it is not accepted. But how we are going to do that? So while going to fulfill with null. While going to fulfill with null. Okay. Null means it is a empty space. It is a empty space. Null is a keyword in Oracle database. If you go to any database, the database is having the null. Null means empty space. So coming classes we are going to discussing about what is null, how we are going to handle everything. Okay. So let us here. I want to do that. Null. Just I am going to directly specify the null. Accepted or not? So let us check it. But here which columns we are giving the data? Only 2 columns. Remaining columns is going to show us empty or data. Empty only, right? It is not a data. It is a keyword. So observe this one. What is this? Insert. It is a keyword. Okay. What is this? It is also keyword. And in DDL also we are using create. It is a keyword. Alter, keyword. Rename, keyword. These are all the keywords which is recognized by the Oracle people. Okay. So in the same manner, null is also keyword. Okay. Now let us check it. std10. What happened? So the respected 3 columns which are empty is fulfilled by null. Fulfilled by null. Null means empty. Okay. Each and every null is having a different value. Coming classes we discuss, nothing to worry. Okay. So in this manner we are going to possible to insert the data in our table. All of it clear? So this is a direct method. Directly we can specify the column and the column value. Okay. In this two also we are going to possible to insert 2 ways. One is with columns, another one is without columns. So this method is a with columns method. Okay. This method is a without columns method. Which is the comfortable, you feel very comfortable, that method you can use it. We don't have any restrictions to insert the data. We are going to follow only this method only. Depends upon our comfortable. Okay. Next we can go for the next method, reference method. Okay. What is this reference method? How we are going to insert the data through reference method? So reference method means here total how many records in our table? std10, 4 records. Okay. Now I want to continue to insert the data in this table through reference method. Okay. Reference method is here, observe this one. Insert into, let us go to notepad and get that map. Insert into std10 values. Okay. Same syntax without any change, but here we should pass the reference. Reference means this is the reference. This symbol will be called it as a reference symbol. Okay. So here the first one is, what is the first one? S number. Reference of that S number at runtime system is asked to us. Okay. The next, and also it is indicated as a parameter. Okay. S name, and also joining date, and also phone number, and also mail ID. Okay. Let us. I don't want to give the values. Just I am going to give the proper column names with the reference symbol. Let us listen. Let us here we are going to save and exit. It is asked to us. Okay. Enter the student number. What is the student number? 5. Next. What is the student name? Right. Akash. Then it is going to ask to us. Okay. Then here observe this one. This is the number or character. It is a character. So what we do? We can specify the colon. Then next. Joining date. It is also number plus character. That is the reason we should use the character. So colon 01 April 15. Okay. Next, phone number 99300 99300. Okay. Next, mail ID. Okay. Akash @gmail.com. Now we click on enter. Observe carefully. Just. Oh, what happened? Okay, what happened here? Can you tell me what is the problem here? Actually, in this number, how many character we assign allocated? The data type. We specify at the time of creation table, we allocated the spaces only 10 characters for that number, phone number, right? But here we are giving 11 numbers. That is the reason. Here of the system clearly shows star symbol where the error is occurred. We can easily recognize. We nothing to worry to search where the error is occurred. So first of all, whatever it may be, whenever we are getting any error, first we clearly read this error. What is this error message? Then only we can easily debug the program, right? So value larger than specified precision allowed for this column. So once we understand the error message, we directly go to specific symbol. So here this respected column is getting the error. Because of this respected column value is having 11 digits. That is the reason. So how we are going to rectify this one? Then not a problem. Again execute the same query. Slash, it will be repeated. Again it is asked to us. So 5 Akash 01 April 15 99300 99300. The next Akash @gmail.com. Let us now we click on enter. What happened? One row. Observe this one. System old. Old means system is execute this query. Okay. And new means here we pass the data. Here we pass the data. Right. So then only we can possible to insert the data. Okay. Let us. Again I want to insert one more. Okay. 6 Raja. So here observe this one. At the time of insertion, the data I forgot to give the colon. Suppose Raja. I didn't give that one. Okay. And May 15. Okay. Here also I forgot to give the column. So in that first column I don't give the column, and in third column also I didn't give the column. In phone number I can specify, and mail ID here also I didn't give the any colon, just directly I am going to give that raja@gmail.com. For time being we are done so many mistakes. So what happened here? Observe this one. Clearly shows quoted string not properly terminated. So that is the reason. So here we have a better option. What is the option means? This is the command, right? So in this point of time, if you want to copy this, if you want to paste this command in this one down line, just you can copy this one, click on right click. Okay, click on right click, automatically it will come. Here observe this one. Now I want to do the changes. So each and every time I forgot to give the quotations. That is the reason here I am going to give that one. Directly I am going to specify the quotation here as name, and next joining date. So phone number no need to require, directly we can give that, but mail ID you can specify that. So what is the use of that? What is the advantage? If in case if you forget the give the quotation also, we don't get any problem because of already we specified. Okay, then now click on, so close the semicolon. It is asked the serial number. Okay, 6 Raja. Directly I can give it. And 01 May 15 and 99400 Raja. Right. So these are the simple mistakes. That is the reason I want to cover each and everything. Okay. So now let us check it. STD. All records are successfully inserted or not? Okay. So in this I have a question. What is my question is, in this reference method can be possible to insert only few columns? Suppose S number only S name. Let us check it. So here I want to use this one. Yeah. Just we can execute this query. Okay, as number. Okay, I'm giving what is the number 7 and Ravi. Okay, and next joining date. I don't want to give the joining date, but here what we are going to give? Null. Null is going to override the data, right? So the next phone number null, mail ID null. But here what happened? What happened? Observe this one. A non-numeric characters was found where a numeric was expected. So what actually happened here? Null is a keyword. If you specify the null keyword within the quotation, system is going to read as a null. Read as a null. System does not recognize it as a null. Just it is read as a null. Maybe it is a word. So that is the reason here. Observe this one. Each and every one we have a word, right? So in this point of time, what we do? Just observe. We remove that here, running date and phone number, mail ID. Okay, I don't want to give any quotations for this one. Then let us execute. S number 7 Ravi. I don't want to give the quotation because of already is there. But joining date, no quotation. That is the reason I am going to give the null. The next phone number null. Next mail ID is also null. Now system is going to recognize it is a null. Earlier also I am going to give the null, but why we are getting the error? Whenever we are going to specify the quotation, system is going to read as a word, the word name is a null. Whenever without we are going to specify the null without having keyword means quotation, system is recognized as a keyword. Recognized as a keyword. That is the reason. So this is the way we are possible to insert the data in our table. All of you clear? I have one more question. What is my question is, some columns I am giving reference, some columns I don't want to give the reference. Commonly we are getting this type of doubts, right? Some columns I am giving the reference, some columns I don't want to give the reference. What happened? Is it possible to execute? Have you possible to get any error? Observe here. These 3 columns are reference columns. The 2 columns I don't want to give the reference. I am going to give this one. So what happened? Then here serial number is 8 and name is Hari and joining date, okay, 01 June 15. It doesn't go to the 4th column, directly it is getting the error. So here column not allowed here means this type of errors we call it as a syntax errors. Syntax errors, because of our syntax is wrong, which is we enter the syntax, that syntax is wrong, that is the reason system does not accept the data. Okay, here everything will be there, but here system is asking only 3 values, S number, S name and joining time. System does not ask to any another column, phone number, mail ID. Directly it is going to abort, means it is failed, the syntax error. Okay, in this point of time we are going to clearly understand what is the syntax we want to write it. Okay, there. So this is the way we are possible to insert the data. std10. All of you clear? Okay, so next. So So reference method is clear and direct method is clear. Next we can go for update. We can go for update. What is this update? What is the use of this update? It's a very important command in our real life. So it is used to update the data in a table. Update means customization, modification, whatever it may be. Okay, customization, modification. Okay, we call it as a update. So here, observe this one. This is our student table. Select star from std10. So all of you clear on this insert, direct and reference method. Then now we can go for the update method. So in that update here, some peoples are given to us phone number, some people doesn't give the phone number. So here there are 7 members are there, but 7 members they are giving only few members are giving the phone numbers, few members doesn't give the phone numbers. Now I want to update it. Now I want to update it. I want to insert it, or I want to update it, or else I want to change this phone number. I want to change this phone number for Alan. Then there are the different types of requirement. I want to change the phone number for this Alan. Okay, so how we can do that? And also I want to change the joining date. These are all peoples are joining in same date, but here we are enter wrong date. There are different requirements are coming, right? One is I want to update this student phone number. Another one is I want to update this joining date to all people. Actually all peoples are joining to the same date, but here we insert the data wrong information. Okay, one person John, we March, everything will be enter wrong information. I want to update this all information, and also I want to update this 2 students information. Okay, Maris and Ravi. So how we can do that? So for that purpose we can go for the update command. Update command. Here let us sorry, update. Okay, to which table you want to update it. We tell to the system, then only system is going to understand, otherwise system does not understand. So which table? std10. In this table I want to update it. Okay, so what you updated? Okay, first requirement, I want to update the Alan phone number. Set, okay, phone number, okay, equal to 99333. Again 99333. So here what happened? Observe this one. Is it working? What is the requirement? We clearly tell to the machine to whom you want to update the phone number. So for that purpose we have a one syntax is there. We have a one syntax is there, or we have a one keyword where we can use the condition. We can apply the condition. It is a class. Okay, where s number or s name or whatever it may be, s number equal to 1. Then only system is going to find out the respected student number and will be updated. Okay, then one row is updated. Let us check it. Select star from std10. Is it updated or not? Suppose I don't want to write the where class, what happened? It is updated each and every record. It is updated each and every record. Let us check it. Okay, so how we can go to same command update std10 set phone number equal to 99456. But I don't want to write the condition. Let us. Every record is updated because of we didn't tell to the system to whom you want to update it. System is going to read the syntax and it is going to update it for everyone. How many members are there? Suppose say example 1 lakh people. 1 lakh people is going to update it. It's a very important. If you did any simple mistake, it is going to reflect it to a lot of transactions. Whenever we are going to update, carefully we are going to update it. Okay, without writing any where class, we cannot possible to update it. That is the reason. So here now let us check it. So all people is going to update it. Very simple example, in your company you want to update the salary of one employee. Unfortunately you didn't apply the where class. What happened? So all employees is getting the same salary. So this is a, but mistake is very simple, but reflection is entire organization. That is the reason. Okay. So next, in the same manner, I want to update this joining date. I want to update the each and every student joining date is same date. Have we possible to update this command? Just we can go to set the phone number. Instead of phone number, we can use the joining date. Update table. Set joining date equal to that 01 John 15. Let us. 7 rows are updated. Now it is clear to understand. Clear? So this is the way we are possible to use the update command. All of you clear? But whenever we are use the update command, we must use the where condition to clearly tell to the machine to whom you want to update it or to which record you want to update it. Clear? Next we can go for delete. We can go for delete. So how we can go to delete? So delete means remove. We want to remove the data from the table. So for that purpose, we use the delete command. We use the delete command. Delete from which table you want to delete the data. Okay, then let us delete from. Okay, from means, so here which table? Delete from table. Don't use the star symbol. Star symbol does not accepted in delete keyword. Delete from std10. Suppose here clearly tell to the machine, okay, to which record you want to delete it. Suppose example where s number equal to 7. Now execute it. Be possible to delete it. Let us check it. std10. Deleted or not? Okay. Successfully we delete the data. Right? So here, suppose I don't want to use the where class in delete command. What happen? Every data, every record will be automatically deleted. Right? And I have one more question. My question is, if you use the delete command, we can possible to delete the entire record.